Alright, I'm gonna be doing this recipe from um, Eating Well magazine my husband got from his gastro doctor. So they recommended this, and this looked good, so we're gonna try it. And it's a new recipe, so bear with me. So I got all the recipe or ingredients out. What we need. We don't got a wok, so we're gonna use this. This is like kind of like our Dutch oven, so we're gonna use that. So right now, I'm gonna cut these up into strips or into pieces, and then I'm gonna put them in here, and we're gonna marinate this steak. And this is a pound of sirloin, a little over a pound, but it's a pound of sirloin steak strips. So that's what we're gonna use. So I'm gonna take my steak out. I'm going to cut these into bite-sized pieces, and then we're going to put them in there. I'm going to try to do it like that. And I thought these looked really good, these pieces of strip. And some of these are a little more than bite size, which is going to be okay. I'm just going to kind of cut them down smaller. If I notice like too big of a piece, like kind of like that. Then we're going to put all this in a bag and we're going to marinate it. I think these are pretty good sizes. So this is called Sesame Garlic Chicken and Broccoli with whole wheat noodles. Well, we're not using whole wheat. I just grabbed some linguine. You can use whole wheat, but my family really don't like the flavor of it on pasta. I'll eat it on breads, but not pasta. Okay. And then I'm going to, in this bag, we're going to add our soy sauce, which is 2 tablespoons of soy. Let me grab my measuring spoons. Let me grab my light. I forgot that I didn't have it on. I'll be right back. Okay, so I added my light to that because I forgot I didn't have it on. Sorry about that. So 2 tablespoons of soy. Gonna add to the bag. One, two, and then we're gonna do the lemon juice. So we're gonna do 2 tablespoons also of lemon juice. I have this left over, so I'm gonna finish it off. There's 1, 2. We're going to do sesame oil. So we're going to do 1 teaspoon. No, wait, where am I? Yeah, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. So a tablespoon of the sesame oil, it says. If I can get that. Get it or poke it, I don't know. This one's a little tough. There we go. A tablespoon of the sesame oil. Oh, that smells good. Then the garlic, ginger, and crushed red pepper. So now I'm going to chop my garlic to add in it. So I'm going to chop my garlic. I'm just going to rinse off my knife. And it says 3 cloves of garlic. But I'm doing 4 because there's one that's really small. I'm just going to try peeling it. And then a teaspoon of the ginger. That's that. So then I'm going to mince about a teaspoon. Just be careful doing this. Yeah, this thing's really sharp. It smells so good, fresh ginger. That's about a teaspoon or so. Maybe not, I don't know. Trying to guess. It sure likes to stick in there, don't it? A little bit spilled. Okay. Okay. That's the ginger. And now I do crushed red pepper. It's about a quarter teaspoon, depending on how hot you want it, really. I'm just going to do like a pinch. And then I'm going to shake this up. And we're going to refrigerate it for 30 minutes. Should have done this earlier, but that's okay. No school tomorrow, so yay! Next is add your linguine into the salted water and get says to cook this according to package, but 1 minute less because it's going to be thrown into this in a little bit. So I'm supposed to, once that boils, cook for about, I'm going to cook for 9 minutes. Chocolate banana bread cooling and out of the pan, and that's going to cool, and then we're going to make the frosting. So we're going to wait for that to boil up. And meanwhile, it says, um, we're going to reserve half of this water, half a cup of that water. Then we're going to okay, onion and pepper. What kind of pepper? Just ground pepper. So right here, we're going to add our water. So half a cup of water in here. And that's going to steam our broccoli. So I got some broccoli I'm going to pour in. And that's going to steam. I'm going to chop this onion into slivers because it's going to be added to that. So I know that said to slice it, but that's okay. I'd rather have them smaller. And then in about 5 minutes, I'm going to let this boil. After this water is evaporated, I'm going to add the onion and seasonings. Alright, the linguine is done and it's draining. I got most of the water is evaporated out of this broccoli like it said to do. So next I'm going to add the onions. Oh, there's the onions. Those pieces fell off. Okay. And then it says onion and teaspoons of the sesame oil. Here it goes. I've heard that's all the difference in is the sesame oil. So I'm gonna put those in. Like it said, broccoli's crispy, but not completely done, I guess. Be careful because I should have got a bigger bowl. Okay, and then it says drain the beef, but reserving marinade. Add half the beef to the hot wok. Cook until pink in the center, which I'm just gonna cook until it's done. And then we're gonna do this until the food is cooked. Here's what it looks like. I'm not going to drain it, I'm just going to use my tongs and start cooking it. I'll cook these ones up for a few minutes, and I'll do the rest. That smells really good. That smells really good. So you're just going to cook these for a little bit. Because that's it. After we cook our beef, we're going to take this out and marinade. And I have a cup of pasta water, and then we're going to marinate our noodles. And then we're going to take our food. I'll be back when this is split. Alright, now we're going to take out, because our steak pieces are done, now we're going to add our noodles back in with the sauce. So I'm going to get all this out. They don't take long for these steak pieces to cook at all. So we're going to get all these out, and then we're going to enjoy this. And that's all we call for, all it calls for. You can serve it with lemon wedges if you want, it says. Okay, so we're going to take our noodles, and I already rinsed these, and we're going to put them in there. I'm going to take the rest of the seasoning. I had a couple pieces of meat, but that's okay, we'll just cook that. And a half a cup of our pasta water. And then we're just going to fry this up. I'm going to add some pepper. We're going to add pepper and some salt. I'm going to let these cook because these pieces of meat did not cook. We're in the bag. And what it doesn't say is to add your meat back in. But when these are cooked, I'm going to add these back in. So yeah, let's get our garlic pieces. And I'm going to do another splash of some sesame oil. And I turned up my burner to cook these. So I'll be back. So I added the meat back in and like another drop of garlic or so. And this is pretty much done. It's a little spicy because of the cayenne pepper, but God says you can serve with lemon slices of lemon if you want, or eat as is. Hot sauce. It's got a little spice to it. So I'm gonna plate it and then I'll test it after I get everyone else plated. I'll be back.